You know, in 2006, the United States of America spent $13 billion on porn. $13 billion in 2006. That is more than the combined revenues of professional sports. It is also more than the combined revenues it is reported in ABC, CBS, and NBC. Now, some of you are longing for live sports once again because it has been suspended. But I assure you, sexual immorality has not been suspended. The statistics and the studies, which I don't really need as your pastor, but in my 2 or 3 decades of pastoring, I have learned this the hard way. A porndemic is much greater than this pandemic. It is wiping out a whole generation. And do you know what it's done? This is an ode to one of my favorite apologists and thinkers and speakers and authors who this week went to be with Jesus face to face, Ravi Zacharias, a brilliant, influential man. He spoke in this way of porn. Do you know that it creates an imagination only to be forever unfulfilled? Pornography poisons happy and lasting relationships. It robs you of real joy, love, and peace. It'll downgrade your unction, if you will. It'll ruin your usefulness in leadership and service for Christ and for one another. Back to Ravi Zacharias in a book entitled, Can Man Live Without God? On this modern mantra that if it feels good and right, it must be good and right. Here's his observation. I am absolutely convinced that meaninglessness does not come from being weary of pain. Meaninglessness comes from being weary of pleasure. And that is why we find ourselves emptied of meaning with our pantries still full.